everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays Banished. Let's just get started, shall we? I was trying to remember what we had going on here. We have a pasture that is going to have an F-ton of chickens on it eventually. That's going to be great for food production. We have a second cemetery that has gone up but doesn't necessarily need any graves yet. And we have a population of about 120 people, which is pretty exciting for me. A lot of people are like, Northernlion, you're doing a very bad job in Banished. And I'm like, first off, why you gotta be so negative, man? That's just a nasty thing to say. Secondly, I'm arguably barely capable of managing my own life, even close to properly or sufficiently. To be managing a population of what is now literally 120 is crazy to me. But we've had some ups and some downs recently. Mostly ups. I have to. Ooh, someone just died, but I didn't see what they died from. That frightens me a little bit. But we've had mostly ups lately, I would say. And as we enter the autumn here, I just want to make sure everything's right. We probably need some more houses. Woodcutter's working. Woodcutter's working. Woodcutter's working. We're a little bit low on firewood entering late autumn, which scares the crap out of me. But we do have a lot of logs over here. You know what we could use is another woodcutter over in this area over here. Because now they got to take this wood, which comes in, I believe, from this forester's hut. Sorry, I keep pausing here. Forester's lodge. It comes from over here. They put it over here, like slot it into the market or something like that. But firewood is a difficult resource, or they're carrying it from kind of far away, I guess. Not super far away. It's kind of like at a middling distance. But anyway, yeah, mostly good things, I would say. The only negatives that we've really encountered are that we had that bottleneck, basically, when I created a school. Probably should have created a school earlier. I'm going to create some more houses right now. But probably should have created a school earlier so that I didn't have to deal with that bottleneck at the time when I did, but whatever. We'll put down 2 more houses right now, since logs are not the problem. Our log supply is fine. We had some coffee this morning and chili last night, so logs are free-flowing, basically. But we don't need to worry about that when it comes to actually like using logs to build houses, is what I'm trying to get at, because we have plenty in our stockpile. So we'll just let the builder take care of that. We do have 1 laborer now, which is fine as well, and the town's bustling pretty nicely. Schoolhouse has 16 students. We have 19 children, 15 students now. What are you maxed out on? We maxed out on logs. You know what? We can crank that log limit up to like 1,000. If we have more logs in supply, I think that's a good thing. I do think that we might end up having a problem of people freezing to death a little bit. And that scares me. But as long as the people are not starving to death, we can deal with a little bit of freezing. It's just the starving that's a real issue. We also had we reached the tool limit. That is actually really exciting. That's the last thing that we tackled, I think, on the last episode, is we had a lot of problems with making sure that we had okay tool production. Now, the other thing we had is, as tool production was kind of suffering, what are you maxed out on? You know what? We can go up to 100 iron tools. 150 might be a little crazy for now. But let's just stick with 100. There we go. 10 is obviously insane. But we probably won't ship out iron tools anymore. We did that once. I think it was a mistake. What are we low on? Firewood. Firewood. Yep, that's to be expected. We probably need another woodcutter, and I think after these houses go up, it's probably a good idea to put a woodcutter pretty central to this town location. Maybe like right here by the cemetery, but then it's not that much further away than this one. Maybe it's good to put it here where I would put another house. Yeah, let's try that, because that's an important thing for us to take care of here. So put a woodcutter down like right. Oh, it doesn't fit. I put the wood, cause that's not a good location for it. Well, I should have planned that a little better, but sure, we'll put the woodcutter like right here next to the orchard, but don't cut the orchard by accident. We need those to eat. And then, really, you can't go I don't really want to build a road all the way around. That seems stupid, but we will. So let's start here, and then, well, you know, we're gonna build a mine over here anyway. We might as well have a road on the way. As winter ends here, I think what I am going to do is actually get started on this mine production. So I'm going to put a second builder up. Are you freezing to death already? You just got a new house. Also, what kind of a name is Farrison? I don't like it. We went through a lot of food that year, but luckily we do have that seasonal bounty from the harvest to back us up. Quarry's doing fine, as is our stone yield. Good. Firewood's low, food's low, little scary, but hopefully, as time goes on, this pasture will supplement like our new population. So let's pause. I do think I'm gonna start getting to work on this this mine, and the reason for that is, at this point, with 19 people working as miners, which we can actually crank down a little bit now. Let's take an opportunity to re-micromanage. We'll crank that down to 16, 17 for now. So we get 2 extra workers. We'll have one of them work as a builder, and I have 2 laborers for now, because why not? Seriously, you just got a new house. You have to go stock the house with food. We don't provide the food for you. There's firewood in the market. Probably. There's not. You can go get some somewhere, though, I'm sure. It's not a big deal. I really want this mine to go up, though, because if this mine goes up... Let's pause the production on the mine just so the woodcutter can absolutely get finished first. But I want to make sure the mine goes up because our other mine is coming pretty close to the point where it's going to be tapped out. There's only 39% remaining. I use like 5% a year. So we probably have about 6 or 7 maybe, because I'd be assigning more people to work on it or less people to work on it. We probably have 6 or 7 years remaining. We'll have a woodcutter start working here. Yeah, 6 or 7 years remaining until we would be completely done with the mine. But if we mess it up and we get it off by 1 year and our mine doesn't get built in time, then I'm pretty sure our whole population will end up being without tools, and that could be exactly what we need to get ourselves killed, basically. Now, we did run a little bit low on food production last time. Orchard's not going to yield this year, I think. Pastures are doing fine. Oh, who died? Ferris and the Hunter has died of starvation. I can't believe that. We have food. You have to walk to the market. There's venison there. You live right next to a freaking pepper farm, you ding-dong. Firewood, food, and food are low. So maybe we shouldn't build another house right away. No, you think? But I'm serious. Oh, vendor's here. That's an important moment. He has pecan seeds, logs, mutton, cabbage, potatoes, chestnuts, apple seeds. I'm trying to think, right? Because pecan seeds are what we use for an orchard, basically. That's not exceptionally useful for us, but neither is trading for food on like a 1-to-1 ratio. Although, it is useful because you get the benefit of having a variety of food. Do we really need a second orchard right now, though? And I think the answer to that question is no. We also have, we have too much firewood over here. I don't really want to trade firewood for food. We could trade coats for food. What if we gave him 10 coats? And then we took, 150 potatoes, because we haven't had potatoes before. Sure, that's a perfect trade. And I'm going to go to our inventory here, and I'm just going to say, you know what? Easy on the firewood there, Paul Bunyan. Let's crank that down to 100 for now. We'll keep 100 firewood there. So that we still have another, 160 firewood that'll get injected back into the population, because apparently... you're out of berries, probably. Apparently, we have, one house that's just literally incapable of actually, getting firewood for themselves, which is kind of crazy to me. Like, this guy, where's he delivering firewood to? He should be walking into the market slowly. There we go. They've been taken care of. Okay. That's good news. I think we've handled this year fairly well. Wow. Hallie didn't wait too long after Farrison died to move in with Huberty, did he? Did she? Did he? Anyway. Low on food. That's bad. Orchard's not going to produce this year. Peppers are about to be harvested. I think we'll be fine for food. Our population has not really grown. What are we low on? Food. Food. Food of the jungle, food as it can be. Doesn't really make any sense. I think this guy's going to be pretty inefficient, the woodcutter, that is, because he's not really set up properly to handle the stockpile. But this is okay for now. We had 1,000 stored food by winter last time, and we're only at about 500, and we have a slightly larger population and more adults, and adults typically eat more than children. So that's where I'm a little bit concerned. But we could take some people away from what they're currently doing and have them work as gatherers. We don't have gatherers huts maxed out. You have 4. You don't need 4. You only have 3. That's fine. You only have 2. You should have another gatherer here, because this is a nice little food supply area. And where's our other gatherer's hut? We got another one up here. You have 2. I think that's acceptable. If I could go back in time, I would definitely do things differently, and by doing things differently, I mostly mean I would just max out one gatherer's hut as opposed to spreading them out across the countryside. That was unnecessary, but we'll see how this winter fares. It seems like we're at about 1,000 food, going through it pretty quickly, and our population does continue to grow. Let's put another gatherer on duty. You only have 2. I think this is a pretty good gatherer's hut area. I think you can afford to have 3, and we'll have 15 people working as gatherers. Sure. Worst case scenario, we could take some people away from mining. We actually are producing a ton of iron tools here. It's important to keep that iron tool supply high, but it's possible that we may have overinvested in infrastructure there. to make that happen. How much firewood are you producing annually? 177. How does that compare with shitty firewood maker over here? 352. Well, you know, he's actually made more than the other firekeeper. Sorry, playing a lot of Dark Souls. Made more than the other firewood maker this year, so I think he's pulling his weight. Should be enough to support the population. Look, we have 600 firewood. That'll go down, obviously, as time goes on, but we have 2 farmers working this pasture. Is that enough? Probably. We produced 180 eggs this season. How does that compare to this one? 126 and 72 chicken. Wow. I'm just looking because we have laborers that I can adjust their placement right now. What are we low on? Medicine, maybe? Although everyone's doing okay. Might not be the worst thing in the world to have another hunter so we can make more coats. How are our hunting cabins doing? What's your yield here? 720 venison. That's a good year. But let's compare it to this hunting cabin over here. 480 venison. So I think if anyone's going to get another hunter, it'll be this experienced group over in this arrangement here. So we still have 2 laborers. That's good. Our mine, do we really need like 6 people working on this one and what, like 11? Yeah, 11 people working on this one. I honestly don't think so. I think it's best to kind of keep this mine low. And the reason for that, we're going to actually keep this one at 0 maybe. 1. Okay, the reason for that is because blacksmiths have reached 100 tools. Let's crank it up to 150. 200, why not? We have the iron to support it. The reason is I want to have 16 people on this mine because this is the mine closest to the blacksmith. So I think that's going to be good from a supply chain management standpoint. Late autumn. Foods, varying. Firewood's good. Tools are fantastic. And I think we've continued to let our population grow here, and it's going well. We're going to have... Well, what are we low on? Food? I beg to differ. We're going to have 100 adults maybe by the end of the next episode. That's very exciting. We should build some more houses, even though we're coming up against it from a food standpoint. We could invest more in food production. And once this pasture hits, like, maximum gain, that's going to be great. Because it has to hit beyond 100% to start producing chickens. And right now, it's not quite there, but it's growing exponentially, as you might expect it. So food's going well. Let's look at a town service that we can build next. Maybe we want to build a town hall. Scary, but we might want to build a chapel. Produces happiness for the devout and a place to meet and worship. Or we could build a hospital. In real life, I know which one of these I would prioritize. And this one's a little cheaper. The hospital's a little cheaper, isn't it? 52, 78, 32. 51, 30, 30. You know what? We can afford to have someone stop mining. Maybe 2 people stop mining. So let's take this down to 17 and then 2 down. And we needed some more people to pull some stone out of the earth, which doesn't surprise me. We've been kind of neglecting our quarry this whole time. And this is so that we'll have enough to build something next year. And I think I'm going to build a hospital because it's cheaper. And also, you know, medicine and all that. But if I had to guess, it's probably a good idea to put the hospital in a relatively central location. And this is about as central as it gets for me. Because I've got this weird little, like, archipelago type thing going on here. So sure, we'll put down our hospital right there. And we'll get started on that. Costs us 78 stone. The iron's not a problem because we're so good for tools now. You have no workers? You should have 1 worker. 16. You have 16 and 17. Wait a minute. You should have 15. And you should have 1 worker. Okay. And do we still have a laborer? Sorry, this micromanagement sometimes gets to me. Yeah, we do still have 1 laborer. I think because we had just had a population member come of age. So this is cool. We made it out of we're making it out of late winter, I should say. And we actually ended up generating more food as time went on. So that's exciting. Let's have another member get on the quarry here. We have another vendor coming as well. And to be honest with you, we're kind of at the point where we can start keeping some tools in our rotation. 20 is fine for now. That will be worth about 400 value to a trader. So our merchant brings to us onions, just food. We don't need food. We don't need food, dismiss. That's fine. See you later. Town's bustling pretty nicely here. What do we have? 92 plus 22 is 114. So we have about 130 people in our population now. Mines should be at 100% for a long time. We're almost at 100% capacity with our chickens. Orchards should start producing food this year. We don't have a laborer, which sucks because I was going to basically transition a laborer. What are you maxing out on? Coats? Just keep it up, man. Go up to 150. I wanted to basically make our laborer a doctor, but now that I say that, we actually have another laborer, so that's okay. And since we do have a laborer, why don't we put that laborer to work harvesting the very little bit of stone that will be necessary for us to complete this hospital. So that stuff right there is probably all that's needed, if anything's needed at all by this point. Keep in mind, like, the quarry, it's slow, man. Last year, with 2 workers, I think it was 2, it might have been 4, we got 26 stone and 2 logs. So, you know, it's a resource that doesn't replenish very quickly, as one might expect. But that's okay. You gonna take this stone? You should just take it over here. We only need 4 more. Cemetery actually has graves in it. This one's not full yet, though. I guess they died from these earlier houses. And we actually just had our laborer pass away, maybe? I don't know. That is unfortunate. We can take a miner away. No, but then we have... Yeah, that's fine. Let's take a miner away. So we have a laborer and a builder. Because I want this hospital to get done. It's already... Production has begun. Why not, right? And as soon as we get this done, more houses. Even though food and fire would have been a little touch and go, I think, you know, building one... more infrastructure and allowing our pasture to get up to what is basically maximum capacity here is going to be great for us. 330 eggs, and now we are starting to produce chicken as well. How many eggs did you produce last year? 192, so this makes sense proportionally. Oh, we have lost our farmer, probably. Let me check this out for a second, because we can't afford to lose this in the harvest. We have 2 farmers working this pepper farm, 2 farmers working this pepper farm, no farmer working this orchard. We will take away 1 more miner. Yeah, we'll take away 1 more miner. And then we'll assign a 5th farmer to work this orchard. Please get there quickly. You should be... I don't know why it takes it away from the other one. I hate seeing the question mark on my map. There we go. So we'll take... Actually, you should go down to 13. We've really augmented our iron production over the course of this episode, which is... I don't know, a little scary because it was touch and go for a while, but we have so many tools that I don't worry about it too much. We actually lost a laborer again. Population keeps dying. Who would have thought, I guess. I think we're maintaining a pretty good population growth curve. Not growth curve, but like age curve for growth. We don't want too many young people because when they are, you know, dependent on the state, dependent on the production without actually putting anything back into the system, that's going to be bad for business. We're going to take away 1... stone cutter and make them a doctor. Yeah, because when they're dependent on the state and not putting anything back into it, then that's going to be a drain on society. And, you know, that's for all you freeloaders out there watching this without paying taxes, etc., etc. I'm only half joking there. I am becoming my father slowly. But when they become adults, it's good because they produce and add to the state. So we want to have a lot of kids. We want to have a lot of productive kids and, you know, etc., etc. We did just build some pretty big buildings. The mine costs a lot of stone. The doctor's office, or hospital, I guess I should say, doesn't cost a lot of stone, but it costs some. And a decent amount of iron as well. So I think we're just going to take a few years and be like, you know what? We're okay. And what we might start doing is building... Man, stone houses are seriously 40 stone each. I can't afford that. We're going to keep building wooden houses. People keep telling me to start building stone houses because they require less firewood because they're warmer. Unfortunately, I just can't swing that right now. And you know what? We have so much more potential real estate here. If I just demolish this stockpile, remove structure, will this work? Yeah. Like, remove all of this stockpile. I gotta rotate it just to make sure I'm not taking out the house there. Yeah, get that out of here. And once that's gotten rid of, we can build like 3 more houses in this area. So I'll wait until that is completed, and then I'll build some more houses over there. But in the meantime, we should put down another house at some point. We have 90 full-grown adults, and you know, our adults they're getting up there in age. And more importantly, their kids are getting up there in age. You know, we have 26-year-olds that are living with their parents, which is bad for me because they should be reproducing and having children. That goes for you 26-year-olds out there in real life, too. I'm just fucking with you. I am almost one of those 26-year-olds, very nearly. So we'll pop 2 more houses down there. We have the builders necessary to support them. So I feel like this town is bustling. I know people are getting mad at me for the mistakes that I'm making in Banished, but to be quite honest with you, I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job relative to how I was doing before. It required an alteration of strategy, but it's worked out well for me, I would say. I'm getting a little fake OCD about this, or, you know, casual OCD about this, because it's Slightly off-center relative to where it was before. The camera, that is. Oh, that looks... I can get used to that, at least. You have no workers there. We must have had a miner die. You know what? Fine. We still want to pillage this whole mine before we send all of our workers over here to this one. And then we probably want to move our blacksmiths over there as well. Otherwise, the supply chain's going to be all sorts of effed up. We're getting so much firewood. That's good, though. I mean, previously our limit was like 700, and now we're cranking it up to 1,200. I don't necessarily want to use it as a fodder for trade, but it might not be the worst idea. Now, the reason we might want to buy pecan seeds, by the way, can we grow anything else? Oh, we can grow chestnuts as well, okay. It's so that we can continue to rotate our crops. I don't know why I'm so worried about, like, this particular area. Like, this orchard probably produces, what, like 1/10 of the food that we actually eat. Oh, a vendor's here. But I don't know why it's important. Can we already grow potatoes? We can't. Okay, we should buy these seeds if we can. But he doesn't want venison, pepper, or eggs. Alright, thanks a lot, asshole. Just looking for a second. We can afford to put another 40 iron tools in here. So 60 times 8 is 480, if I'm correct. Wait, 60 times 8, yeah, okay. 480. We have 400 firewood. That's like 800. Why are one potato seed so goddamn expensive? What else can we afford to give? Certainly coats. We can go up to like 60 of these. We have, again, more coats coming in than we even know what to do with. So 60 coats times 20 is 1,200. Wait a minute. That's counts, not price. 60 coats times 15 is 900, I think. I'm going to go up to 80 coats. And then we'll look at this, because I would love to buy these seeds in time for the next, like, years of planting. Because if we have, what, 2 pepper fields and 1 orchard. So it would be nice to have, like, a pepper field and a potato field for, again, diversity, and we could rotate the crops. And if there's a blight, it won't affect all the crops simultaneously. I want to see how this pasture's doing now. Ooh, 474 eggs and 84 chicken per season. That's another 500 food per year. That's amazing. We have 5 laborers. We just had 5 adults, like, come of age or something. Let's think about this. Do we have what we need here? We're getting there. We're getting there. Hopefully he doesn't leave soon. So, what would I want to invest my employees in right now? We don't need 7 builders. We could use another forester, maybe. You have 2. Where's our best forester's lodge? It's probably this one, right? You're supposed to have 3. That doesn't take you up to 3. Why does it not take you up to 3? Probably because this guy's got 3. You don't need 3, you need 2. Do you now have 3? Yes, okay, so that's good. We found 1 place for you there. Why don't we have one of our newfound laborers go to the quarry, and we'll have 2 go to the mines, so that this mine now no longer is a blighting question mark on my universe here. Alright, oh, and has the stockpile indeed has been destroyed there. 2 new houses did, yep, they went up. Got 18-year-olds and 20-year-olds living there. Probably the perfect age for them to be moving out on their own in a banished context, because that's good, that's not good placement of houses, but they'll have a sweet, like, yard between them that they can use for shenanigans, I guess. And my town's not growing extremely rapidly, but it's growing very sustainably. We're not losing very many people to, like, starvation, for example. We are going to need to build another cemetery pretty soon. But after this winter, I apologize for keeping rotating the camera, by the way, but again, it's just a little bit off and it's freaking me the F out. But yes, I want to make sure that I keep my cemetery production as high as it needs to be for the demand, because it keeps our people happy, weirdly enough. Let me see how close I am. 56 times 16. Oh, I haven't put anything on the other side right now. I didn't know that at the time. Disregard this. 100 firewood. Takes us to 1240. 60 iron tools. Takes us to 1720. Iron tools, we can take another 40. We have so many right now. Shit, we can take another 60. Another 60 iron tools, another 480. I hope this guy doesn't go away. I almost want to put some more stuff in here. We could put some... He doesn't want food, though. He only wants good resources. Let's put another 200 firewood in here. This might not even be enough, and it might be enough to, like, completely bork my town's production. But I would really like to get potato seeds, wouldn't you? I think that would be good. Now, I wonder if we're able to reach, like, maximum value from this pasture or if we're losing some because we don't have enough people working. I mean, it is producing like 600 food per year. We got another laborer. I think we should just throw him in the quarry. That sounds really mean, but it's a smart idea, I think. Let's keep it up, and as winter ends here, that's where we're going to end the video, but I feel pretty good about this. Might need to put up a second school. It's a little bit of a scary value proposition because every time we put up a school, we reach a little bit of a labor bottleneck, which is scary. We have 60 iron tools. That's not going to be enough yet. I told them to bring another 60, yeah. Hope this vendor doesn't leave. He might. But yes, another school is not the worst thing in the world because it keeps our workers productive. We have like 25 kids that are not in school right now. Did he freaking leave? He left. Well, we'll be prepared for the next season. Anyway, it's early spring. As much as I would love to keep playing, let's end the episode here. As always, thanks for watching. It continues to be a good episode, or good progress in Banished, I think at least. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to show your support by clicking the like button. It helps out a great deal, especially as the series drags on. Drags on in a positive way, not like a negative way. Not like Lost. I actually haven't seen Lost. That was just me trying to be a poser. I apologize. If you accept my apology, make sure to smash that like button. No. But genuinely subscribe if you want to see more Banished on your homepage every single day. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. And, of course, I will see you next time.